We're live.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Carla. Hi, Janet.
Live. I can't see
Anybody
the
else
chat.
in here? You can pull it up on your phone, but you have to mute your phone.
Oh, shoot. How do I go back? Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Okay. I have to pull it up on my phone?
Okay. Yeah, you can pull it up on your phone. I'm on my laptop, so it's just off to the side. Hello.
Oh, okay.
How you feeling, Debbie? Off to the side.
Hold on. Let me turn this down. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Carla. Hi, Janet. How is everybody doing? Hello. We're here to celebrate Tish.
Guess what else today is?
Huh?
It's my 4-year YouTube-aversary.
Oh, well, happy YouTube-aversary.
So it's 4 years on YouTube, and I reached my 500 subs, and stop it. Now I'm yelling at scissors.
Yay! Now we're going to get you to grow even more.
Missed your face, Debbie. Hey, Lorna.
506 last I checked. Awesome. Yay. Hi, Lorna. So, how shall we do this?
506.
Yay!
Which means that if I can get 3,000 watch hours in 1 year or 3 million views on a short, I can do like memberships or super chats and like put shopping links or whatever, or make a shopping link. I'm not really sure.
You could get monetization. You can get at 500?
Kind of monetization,
sort of.
Hey, Cam. So I went through and I just went through again to make sure that I had everybody's name into my little picker, because I was afraid, because somebody wrote some people wrote present and some people put the emoji. So I was afraid that like a comment picker type situation wouldn't work. So I went in and I double checked and then I triple checked to make sure I have everybody on the wheel.
Maybe I'll just do everybody that's in here. Or just use, because I didn't really announce a giveaway. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, if you got to 500, I would do a giveaway. But
yeah,
I didn't like.
I did a mystery box.
Yay! But I guess I could use all the people that commented on your video, and then maybe I don't know.
For giving us options.
That's what you get for giving us options.
Well, you know, I like putting things into the picker anyways, because it like satisfies my inner OCD demon. There's a little demon that lives inside that says you must organize things and make it alphabetical.
Right. I like using the picker for my palettes. I
have a lot of wheels that I have put together. I have my palettes. I've got the foundations for the wear test. I've got concealers, blushes, bronzers, highlighters, and the No Pan Left Behind palettes. So
that's a lot.
I think I have a wheel addiction.
I get the picker OCD. The 5 hours.
Yeah, and I told you about my son when he was little, that he knew he wasn't really clear on exactly why I had to have my movies or my books in a specific order. He just knew that I would like if they were out of order. So he would wait till I would go to the bathroom and he would take 2 from different shelves and he would switch them and wait. And he would run away giggling. And then he would wait for me to figure out which one it was.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Alexandria. He was like 3. He didn't know exactly what he was doing, but he knew he was doing something.
Hi, Alex.
Oh no, Lorna.
Oh. Yeah, I've done that before, Lorna. Watch a video and then I forget to go back. Everybody at work, like when I'm at work, they'll be like, you must have like, your house must be like super organized. And I'm like if you saw what my house looked like, I am not. Like, it's totally different when I'm at work than when I'm at home. Like, once I get into the cleaning mode, like, I can't stop. You know, like today, and since I've been getting new furniture, like getting my new couch and my new dresser thing, I cleaned my bathroom today. I'm like, I have things I want to do. And once I start doing those things,
Jen.
I think it'll be different. Hey, Jen. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be more apt to clean more because I'll have things better set up in my house. But, like, I went with my sister to Seattle to visit a friend that's in the hospital. And we stopped. I picked her up at her work, and we went inside to go to the bathroom. And when I was done washing my hands, I took the paper towel and wiped down the sink in the restaurant. And she was like, "You are my sister." Because she does the same thing. Because I always do that at work. After I wash my hands, there's water all over the sink. I'll get extra paper towels and I wipe it down. And then I open the door with the paper towels before I leave. So I'm OCD at work, but not so much at home. Although it's
Carla, you left that comment, but you didn't enter. I really should have my glasses on. I just run around all day with no glasses.
I think I'll do my giveaway in your live. So whoever's here tonight will.
So are you gonna do the number game? Or
yeah, we could do that. We could do the number game, and then
add everybody to a wheel.
Like a little mystery bag, like on my channel for people that didn't make it to the live. So I have this extra box. I won't tell you guys what it is, but I do have an extra box that I can give away.
I was recording earlier and I forgot what I was doing and I almost didn't turn. I started I got up to do something and sat back down and almost didn't hit record again. I was like, no care in the world.
Did you do that one video today?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you get it done, make sure you send it to me. I'm so excited.
I'm itching to give this box away.
So do it. Let's do it. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready?
You just gotta promise you stick around for a little bit longer and hang out with me. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people who entered.
Are they here?
I have a 4-minute live. I have no clue what the who I do. Okay, so I don't know who the heck that was.
Hey, Jamie.
And the lady that had walked past us. We didn't hear anybody but that guy. So I was kind of under the impression that if he had been yelling at the woman who had passed us, she would have made some kind of sound, knowing that we were not that far behind, if she needed help. Yeah. So we didn't hear anything from her. We just heard the guy. So he could have been yelling at ducks. I have no clue. Because there's a little pond up there where we were heading to. And so I was like, okay, well, I didn't hear anything from her. I don't want to go find out. I don't want to put myself in a position where I have to use the protection I carry, because it's there if I need it, but I don't want to make myself need it.
Yeah.
So we're just like, yeah, let's just go the other way.
Yeah.
And so we didn't hear anything out of that.
It was so weird, dude. We're just walking, and all of a sudden I hear
Jamie coming in. Where did she? Hey, Jamie. I did. I was busy flapping my yap. Per usual.
Hi, Jamie.
Okay. So 9 people entered. Why did my thing go back there? And we have the picker. It's the beloved picker.
Pia.
Makeup by Pia. She came from your channel.
Huh?
She came from your channel.
Did she come from my channel?
Yeah, she wrote me a message saying, hey, I'm popping over here from Renee's. I just, joined, and,
Aww,
she was really sweet.
I love Pia.
So congratulations, Pia. I'm excited.
I'm excited
to send somebody
I'm excited
a box of stuff.
I love Pia. She's the sweetest. She really is. I love her so much. She really is. And she's so good with her makeup. She really is. So should we play the number game?
Screenshot that before I
Yeah, don't forget.
All right. So the rules are you pick a number between Renee's specification, and you cannot go over. And whoever's closest but not over.
Yeah, the closest without going over.
So Price is Right rules.
Well, no, because it would only be between this and this. So they can't go over. No.
Oh, so if you say it's between 55 and 72, and somebody and your number is 60, and somebody puts 59, and somebody puts 61, the person who didn't go over is closest.
That's right. Like the Price is Right.
Price is Right rules.
Price is Right rules. Yeah. Closest without going over. So I'll let.
Thank you, Carla.
Say when to start. Let me
pick your number.
We'll do.
You got to write your number down.
We'll do. Let me get a pen.
Yes, can only guess one time. Thank you, Debbie.
Yes.
One guess per person. If you put the same number as somebody else, keep your number, and we will do a smackdown.
Smackdown. These are all my giveaway entries for my giveaway that ends Sunday night. All right, so
hey, Jen.
It's a number between 50 and 75. And then,
all right,
Tish, you tell them when they can start guessing. Don't start guessing yet. Don't guess.
I'm going to put it in the comment section as soon as I can figure out how to work my mouse.
Don't guess yet. Don't guess yet. Oops, Kim's like, oops. Hi, Elvira. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
I should have been quicker to say that.
Okay.
Oh, somebody
Hi, Michelle.
got it. Somebody got it. Right on the nose. They must have a mind like mine.
Okay, how many people are watching? I forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1.
Hi, Michelle. Oh, Debbie. You're so funny.
Has everybody put in their number? Okay, I'm going to put stop in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And however long my internet takes.
They know who won. They know who won based on what I said. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Congrats, Kim.
Congratulations, Kim. As soon as I said that, Debbie was like, Kim, congratulations, with laughy emojis, because she knew what I was talking about when I said the person who guessed it has a mind like mine.
Oh my gosh. My eyelid has been twitching like for like the past 3 or 4 days, and it's doing it again.
I hate that so much. I've dealt with it for like a freaking week where my eye just will not stop twitching. It drives me crazy. Congratulations, Kim. So I will get that in the mail to you.
And I need Pia to get a hold of me on Instagram. Trouble with Tish on Instagram. And then I can get the.
I think I have her address too. So I can send it to you so that you have it when she gets in touch with you. Yes, we do, Kim. We definitely do. When I saw you put that number, I was like, oh my gosh, she's thinking like I am. Dirty minds think alike. That's funny.
Well, it's the bottom eyelid, and so it's it feels really weird. Like I've had my top eyelid twitch, but my bottom one doing it just yeah.
I wonder how you stop it. Like, how do you get it to
I don't
stop?
know.
And what causes it?
I don't know.
It's the weirdest thing. Me too. I'll be at work and it'll just be going, and then it'll stop, and then it'll start again, and then it'll stop, and it'll start again.
Yep.
And I'm just like, come on, man, stop. I gotta pick my son up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Stupid schedule. He has to work 9 hours today. 9 hours.
The only thing that I could think of that would relate to my sleep is that I've been waking up in like the middle of a dream, like for a few mornings in a row. And I heard that is not a good thing. It's not good to wake up in the middle of a dream because it makes you more tired or something.
That's weird.
I have no clue.
Well, I guess it might because of broken sleep. Magnesium deficiency.
I know I can't have a magnesium deficiency because I take magnesium and I take a lot of vitamins.
It's fatigue. Stress and no sleep. Well, yeah, then it's probably no sleep on my part because with my schedule and Junior's schedule, it's a mess. Maybe I should try some magnesium. I don't take magnesium.
I take
So maybe it would
magnesium
help.
with vitamin D because it's supposed to help you, like the combination is supposed to, the magnesium is supposed to help the vitamin D absorb more efficiently, and the magnesium is also supposed to help you sleep.
Maybe I should check into getting some of that. I did get those pills that you told me about, Kim, the for the acid reflux thing, and I think they're working. So I think I'm gonna keep getting them.
Yeah. I went to a yard sale and got a fancy fan. It's got like 4 settings on it.
Oh, I love that. I want to get one like
And it
that.
charges.
I want to get one like that.
I know they have them on Temu, but I paid like 50 cents for it at a garage sale down the road.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure if I hit up a certain sale on Temu, I might be able to get it for $1 or $2.
Yeah.
Under tongue.
Huh.
You know, when I first started, yes, the Pepzin G. I've been taking it every day.
What is that?
And I think it's helping. It's for it's kind of like omeprazole and pantoprazole, but I'm allergic to those and I can't take them. They make my heartburn worse for some reason. So she suggested I take this Pepsin G stuff, and I got it off of Amazon. It wasn't too bad, but I was like, I'll try it and see if it helps. And I haven't really had any issues with heartburn. At first I did, but since then I haven't gotten any heartburn in like 2 weeks now.
I have a set of rougher brushes, but they are all dirty.
I don't have any rougher
because I love them.
brushes because to be completely honest with you, Jamie, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the natural hair brushes. I don't know why. I don't know. There's something about them I don't like.
There is a difference, and it might be the difference that you don't like. But I think it comes down to preference.
Yeah.
I like them, but also I like the Shop Massé brushes. The AOA Studio, the ones you get in the
Yep, I have 2.
Those are awesome, and they're cheap.
Yep, I have
then
the
I've
black
got
ones and the pink
BK
ones.
Beauty, which I like.
That's a great brush. I have that one.
The Moda. Don't like Morphe brushes.
The Moda brushes that you can get off of Amazon. Is it Moda? MODA? Those are amazing brushes, and they're very affordable. You can get like a whole crap ton of them for like $15 off of Amazon, and they're great brushes.
MSQ.
MSQ, that's it.
Those are really good.
Jen told me about the MSQ brushes.
Blend Money has really good brushes. If you have small eyes, these are the MSQ. These are this MSQ.
Yeah, those are good brushes.
I like those. I like some of the Elf brushes. I like the Glamlight brushes, the green ones from Michaela.
Yeah, those are.
I tend to like little brushes. This one is a Moda Pro. It's just a little smudger brush.
That's a. I think I have that one. That's a good brush.
But as far as inexpensive goes, MSQ and the Shop Massé brushes are really good.
Bold look.
Like this is an AOA brush.
One too. Echo Tools.
Yeah, I have EcoTools. This is an EcoTools brush. That's actually the first kind of brush I had.
Try the Rephr when they're BOGO. I might get a couple of them just to try them out.
Rephr also has the concept store where you can get them on discount. And you have to like review them, but they're still pretty expensive.
I just can't. I don't know. I just can't imagine spending the most I spent on brushes when I got the bling brushes, and I really like my bling brushes, and they're super pretty too. I have the black ones, the silver ones, the red ones, and the blue ones. Balloons.
Yeah, you did. What was it that makes the balloons? Because you have an iPhone.
How did
detects
I
a
make
specific
balloons?
move. Do this.
What?
Do this.
Oh, I was talking about my that I
Maybe
got
it's this.
the
Debbie knows them all.
I don't know what I did. I was talking about my bling brushes. That I had the silver ones, the red ones, the blue ones, and the black ones. And then I looked up and
there were balloons.
There was balloons. That's funny.
Can you do hearts? Does hearts make something?
I don't know.
Debbie was doing it on her lives, but I can't remember what made the balloons.
What?
Peace.
Oh my gosh, that is the coolest freaking thing ever. Rock and roll and, then heart.
This is if I don't know if it's like this or this where you get like a laser show.
I'm trying. Oh my gosh, that is so freaking cute.
Have a good night, Kim. Thank you for coming.
Like this?
And congrats on the win.
Have a good night, Kim, and congratulations. Love you. Put your thumb out.
Oh, like this.
Oh. Like that. It's not doing it. Oh, Bill. I tried. I like this one. Oh, now it's not going to do it. Oh, there it goes.
There we go. You like the hearts?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Oh, my shirt is all crooked.
Oh, yeah, make the face.
Huh?
I don't know. You're in the way. Stop that.
Over my
Maybe
head?
your background's not contrasting enough.
Like, I can't hear you anymore.
Oh no.
I guess not.
Then
How come I
can you
can't
hear
hear
me
you
now?
anymore?
Just a minute. Okay, can the chat hear me?
Can you guys hear me? Can you hear Tish?
Can you hear me now? Okay, let me try removing you and putting you back in.
It's because somebody tried to start a phone call in Instagram.
So just a minute. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Renee?
I can't hear you.
Here we go.
I can hear you on here.
So go back, go out, and then come back in.
Go out and come back in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, I am alone. You can't trust me alone. Oh my gosh. So I don't know if she's going to post it next week or if she is going to post it after, but this hike this last week is it was real rough. Exactly, Lorna. No supervision. No worries, Jamie. Don't worry about apologizing. Yes, trouble is alone. Trouble alone is trouble. I was at the gym and this guy left his phone at the machine I was trying to be on, and he left and he went across the gym. And then I set everything up for me, and I look up and his phone is sitting on top of the machine on the side, and I was like, "Oh, well, where did he go?" I'm looking all over the gym trying to figure out where this guy went. So he gets done on whatever he's doing, and he goes and to a machine that's like diagonal behind me, and I'm like, wait, I think that was the guy that was on this machine. And I look over and I'm trying to get his attention, and he's like, and so he goes back over across the gym to find his phone, and I realize that's what he's doing. So then he's like, huh? So he comes back over, heads my way. I'm like, hey, you left your phone. He's like, oh yeah, thanks. So when I went to leave the gym, he says, okay, it was nice to meet you. You stay out of trouble now. And I was just like, that's just too good. I'd be trouble.
It wouldn't be any fun.
Sarah, yes, we had our cheese. We earned our cheese. You are definitely going to have to watch. We earned our cheese.
If they have a great
So Jamie, go on the Refer Concept store, and they usually have brushes that are way, way, way below what they sell for in their regular shop. I don't know what they have currently, but they usually have got eye brushes or face brushes and other stuff that they like they started to do skincare. I think Debbie said they were doing skincare.
The
and
BK
stuff.
beauty brushes are expensive too, but the two that I have are amazing. But I got them on sale on TikTok Shop.
The BK brushes were more expensive. There were more money than I spent on the Refer. But they are nice. And fluffy.
Nice and
fluffy.
They do have a BOGO sale. I don't know if they have the BOGO sale right now, but I've heard a couple people talk about them.
I like the foundation brush. I use that a lot. And then I use the big powder brush a lot. I use all of the eye brushes. Yeah.
I think I only have
eye brushes. They're dirty, but
2 of the BK.
Hey, Christine. You got more balloons.
Several times a year.
You put your 2 up and got more balloons.
That's funny. That's so cute.
I think it's only when you're like live. Hey, Chanda.
Hey, Christine.
Jamie, if you Google the Refer Concept Store, it'll come up.
Yeah, sign up for their emails or whatever. I'm sure you'll get emails whenever they have a BOGO sale.
Is the fan loud when I turn it on?
I can't even hear it.
Oh, good.
Okay, now I can hear it a little bit, but not very much.
Okay. Used to talk through the fan. Oh, it doesn't do it.
I need to take all my pictures down off my walls. But I was going to do it today, but I got lazy.
I don't know if your phone does it, but my phone sends me these little slideshows, and it's like, hey, remember this? Kind of like, Facebook will send you this is what happened on this day last year and the year before. Well, my phone does that with my pictures. And it sent me a picture, and it was the cutest thing I had done with my hair, where I had put this in a ponytail and then kind of done it like this design, and then ran it up the back, and it was all into one put. I want to do that again. That was cute. It took me forever.
Those are fun.
You got both your channels. Oh, are you feeling that hike? I'm feeling that hike. I'm feeling it in my back.
I was feeling it last night for sure. And a little bit today. My sciatic was kind of acting up a little bit, but I'm all right now.
Kicked my ass.
I fell asleep when I got home. And I almost slept too long. I'm glad I woke up when I did, because I had to go pick up my sister to go to the hospital.
I really need glasses. I thought the waving hand was a hand with a dumbbell in it. Oh, cheese and rice.
Maybe I'll check out.
I was trying to figure out why she was putting the hand with the dumbbell in it, saying, "Hey, Jamie." Oh, frog legs. Oh, man. Evan started talking about grades this morning. He's like, I said, oh, man, thank God it's Friday. He goes, yeah, just means Dad's going to yell at me. I said, what's Dad going to yell at you for? He says, my grades. I said, well, did you bring your grades up? No. He says, did you turn in any of your missing assignments? No. Well, seems to me you have all the time to do it. Maybe, I don't know, do some of those assignments after school.
Yeah.
Just a thought. Well, I can't do science at home. That's okay. Well, all of the assignments you can do at home, are they done? No. So that's not an excuse now, is it? When he started, well, sometimes I just like to draw. I like to practice my drawing. I'm like, well, practicing drawing is for your free time, the time you're at home. School time is for, schoolwork. Sorry.
So is he not doing all that great?
Well, he was doing fine, and then he fell behind in one class, and the problem is that when I went to the conference, they said, we're not here to talk about his grades, and we're not here to talk about how he's doing in school. I'm like, well, then it seems like you're wasting my time, and you're wasting your time. This is a bunch of fun, huh? You're wasting my time, you're wasting his time, you're wasting your time, because I'm pretty sure as a teacher, you got better things to do than sit here and just talk about how funny my kid is in class. I know how funny my kid is. I live with him. What I don't know is what are his grades and how's he doing in school? Is he showing respect to the teachers? Is anybody having a problem with him talking too much? These are the things that I need to know because I'm not here.
Where do you live, Carla? Our school doesn't get out till the middle of June.
Yeah. Well, some places it snows at a specific time, and so they will go longer in the summer. They'll start earlier so that they get the time they can go into school where they're not, going to be calling in for snow days.
Yeah.
I think it just depends on how the weather is.
Yeah. Well, we used to go from September till June when I lived back east. But maybe
they can't let all the kids out at once. If they let all the kids out the same day
next week
all across the United States, there'd be an earthquake.
Oklahoma.
Kids could be partying all at once.
Wow. So Oklahoma got out already. They start back in August. Yeah, they usually tack on snow days at the end of the year.
Yeah, they've started like having snow days in the middle of the year where they'll schedule a day off, and then if it needs to be used, they will use that for the snow day.
Well,
unless it's like really crazy.
When I got junior schedule, it showed it at the end of the year. It said if they didn't have any snow days, they would get out on this day. If they had snow days, they would get out on this day.
Yeah.
So they tacked it on to the end of the year. Kansas is today. Tanner gets out.
Yeah, ours is the middle of June.
Kansas, Debbie, and he doesn't get out till next week.
Well,
and my niece doesn't graduate till next month.
Evan gets out at a different time than all the other rest of the school district because he's in a different school or a different kind of school. His schedule is different from the rest of the school district.
Junior went to that school.
Yeah. They get extra time off at like Christmas, and it's a weird thing.
Junior didn't do very well at that school. And then COVID happened. So he was online, and then he just stayed online because it worked better for him.
They take time off for the Super Bowl. Wow.
That would be great.
Born in Washington, raised in Washington.
I was born
I've
in
never lived
Anaheim.
anywhere else.
I was born in Anaheim, California, and lived between California and Maryland. So I've had the extremes on both sides. We used to get a lot of snow days. 3-day weekend for Super Bowl? Man, we never had that. Boo.
I had to schedule some appointments, and one of the appointments is a procedure I have to be put under for. So I have to have Shannon take me, of course. And he's like, "Well, who's going to take Evan to school?" I'm like, "He doesn't go to school in August." He's like, "Oh yeah."
I don't know. That school was kind of weird.
Yeah, it's different.
I thought it would be really good for him because it was like when we were checking into Sammy Soda or Idea, we were looking at all three of them. And I thought the one that we picked would be the best option for him based on his interests.
Yeah.
Nope. The online school was really easy, though. I mean, you can literally you could probably get done your entire year in a month. You could be done with high school in a month.
I'm trying to figure out how Evan can resist the urge to learn how to build fighting robots. You can learn to build fighting, sign me up. I want to learn.
Yeah.
That sounds so cool. I want to build fighting robots. No, he's like, I don't care. Fine.
Junior used to get when he went to the one middle school or before he started high school, he was always getting into trouble and stuff. And then when he got into high school, he would just sit in the back of the room and try to avoid being noticed. You know what I mean? Maybe if I just sit back here and just stay in my own lane, nobody will even notice that I'm here. Yeah. And I hated the IEP meetings because every time I went to an IEP meeting, I had major anxiety. And then they would just tell me how awful he was doing in school. And it just tore me down every single time I went in there. And it was like, but what are you guys going to do to help me? Because I can't do this at home. I can't. What do you want me to do? You want me to spend thousands of dollars on tutoring? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You guys are the teachers. You have to tell me what is gonna it just didn't seem like anybody was willing to help him at all.
Yeah, I don't like that No Child Left Behind because they just kind of shove them through the system until they get to the end, and then they say, "Oh, well, sucks to be you. You don't have enough credits to graduate." Instead of actually taking the time when they can do it to get them where they need to be.
Yeah. IEPs are a joke. He started
and with the
IEP.
taxes in the state of Washington, there's enough money going towards the education system for some of those higher ups to give up some of their pay raises and put it actually into the schools. But those higher ups, they don't want to.
What they need to do is have what they did when I was in school. If you couldn't keep up and you were falling behind, then all you had to take was the basic courses. You didn't have to do algebra and geometry and the higher math. You just had to stay in basic math classes to get your credits. But now you can't do that. They don't have any options. And Junior, he just didn't get the education that he should have gotten because nobody wanted to. I don't know. It was just I hated that.
I feel like they don't take the time anymore. Filter it to the sports. Well, then their sports teams better get a lot better.
Well, and
Yeah.
not only that, but they changed the curriculum, and so
they changed how they do basic stuff, which means the parents no longer know how to help their kids.
Exactly. And they were teaching Junior how to do math in school this stupid math way. And then I was teaching him how I learned because it seems easier to learn my way than it did their way. And so I was teaching him one way at home, and then they would send home these packets of homework, which was ridiculous. They would send it home on Monday, and you would have to turn it in on Friday. And I was helping him learn how to do math my way, and they were teaching him 2 or 3 different ways at school. So he was getting confused, and then he didn't know what he was doing, and then they were already moving on to the next thing. And if you don't understand it, sorry.
And there's no books. There's no school books.
It was stupid.
I understand you don't want your children to run around carrying 5 or 6 books in their school books in their backpacks. But here's the problem. You're in between book and technology, and you're messing it all up because you can't give them a paper at school and say, get this done. And then also say, here's your laptop. This is how we're going to communicate. This is how you're going to turn in your work. And you're not doing the work to keep the two on the same page. So I never know what his grades are until they're sending me a notice saying, well, your kid's not getting a good enough grade in this class. You need to do something about it. I'm like, well, maybe you could have helped him before he got to that point. Maybe there should have been some communication when you noticed he was struggling, saying, hey, he's having problems. You might want to look into, say, this after school program where they can talk to somebody who actually knows what they're doing. These are things that you can put in place. Other students who actually are able to do the work and understand can then be, asked if they want to volunteer to help other students. They used to have these programs where the smarter kids the kids who were doing better in those classes had the opportunity to help the kids that were not doing so well in those classes and explain it. And sometimes it was a matter of kid didn't hear it because it was a grown-up talking. And once they heard it from somebody their age, shush, be quiet. It was, a little more, they're more receptive to a voice that's closer to their pitch.
Junior wasn't. Thank God for the online school that he went to. That's all I got to say. I didn't think he would be good at it, and I didn't think he would finish, but he did.
Now they're talking about bringing cursive back. So now you're going to really mess everything up. You took it away, and now we have a whole few generations of children who don't know how to sign their own name to a contract. And then we're going to go back. We have disabled a couple of generations. If we really wanted to take over everything, we just start driving stick shifts and writing in cursive, and nobody's going to know what the heck is going on. We could
Junior learned cursive. Junior learned cursive.
They don't teach it. Evan didn't learn it.
They did.
Yeah, but Junior's older than Evan.
Junior's only 20 years old, and he learned
Evan's
cursive
15
in elementary school.
Yeah, he was the last generation to learn it.
But they didn't.
Evan didn't learn it
very long. Junior went to K through 12. He was in a special program, and it's like an alternative school. So, you have I don't really know how to explain it, but you could literally do 3 weeks worth of schoolwork in one day. And you could literally be done high school in a couple months if you do it. And I know a lot of people say, because like I didn't think Junior was going to do it either, but I helped him and we got through it. And literally we could sit in there for 2 hours and the whole month is done in 2 hours. An entire month of schoolwork is done because they tell you this is what you have to do on these days, and you just go through and it talks about what they're teaching you, and then they ask you questions and you answer them, and then you take the final. If you don't get a certain grade, you have to take the final. And it was so much easier than regular school, so much easier than going for an entire day, because you can literally set aside 2 hours and get the entire month done and then wait for them to open the other class. And he literally, they said he was going to have to do it for a year, and he did it for like 4 months.
Unfiltered makeup. We write it down. So I have a sister, and I think it probably has something to do with which elementary school they go to, because my sisters went to the same elementary school as Evan did, and they don't know cursive either, and they're older. So I really think it's the not the entirety of it's not the entirety of the school district. It just depends on which school your kids go to in elementary. Because my sister, she's 30 and she doesn't know cursive. And so I think because she went to the same school as Evan went to, that it's the elementary school.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Because nobody that age that I know doesn't know how to read cursive.
She can read it, but she can't write it.
That's weird.
Because my dad wrote everything in like half cursive, half print. I do the same thing. He just kind of mixes it all together.
Yeah.
And so they learned how to read it, but they don't know how to write it.
Yeah, I think they spent like maybe 6 weeks on cursive when Junior was in elementary school. Janet.
I am so avoiding selling my bike. I keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. I don't want to sell it, but I can't write it. So it's like unhinged makeup. What the heck is unhinged makeup?
Yeah, I think the same thing, Alex. I think some people don't care. And I know I had posted when I was struggling with Junior on Facebook, and there were teachers that were like hardcore coming for me, trying to like make all these arguments about Common Core and blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm so glad that you had such an easy child that just learned everything so easily that it makes it seem like it's so great for you. Or maybe you just have all these students that are just so perfect and they learn it so well. And that's the whole thing, is they say, well, the testing shows that the majority of kids, that's why they move when they do. Like they have a certain
then she's not well informed.
So you have to spend 6 weeks on this, and once they get to the 6 weeks, they have to move on to the next thing, because that's how the schools get their funding, is they have to, okay, but what about the kids that aren't ready to move on yet? What are you supposed to do for them?
She was very, very uninformed or misinformed, because Common Core math is a failed system. It's failed in all the other countries it's been implemented in. It's failed in every single time that it's been implemented. It has failed. So the fact that you're saying, "Oh, the test scores show," no, you read the wrong information, baby doll. Because those studies, I don't know where they came from, but you must have pulled them out of your, where the sun don't shine. Because they sure sound like shit to me.
He has been bullied to the point of needing intervention because he wanted. Oh my gosh. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's why I put Evan in the different school. He does not have. I needed him to be in a place where he was around other kids that thought like him. He's the odd man out in all the groups in a regular public school.
That's why I wanted Junior to go there too, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
His grades were crap. He didn't pay attention. He wasn't even trying. So, and then when the pandemic happened and the schools went online, and then everybody just kind of passed that year, and then it was either stay online or go back to school. So I had him on public school online, and that wasn't working either because you had to be like all day. And then I was like, well, we'll try K through 12, and that was only certain days a week, certain hours. So it was like not a full day. And then they said if he got his GPA up to a certain amount, he would qualify for Insight Washington, which is more of like Oakland, but online. And so the schoolwork is a lot easier. It's a lot less. Like I did a lot of the work with him, and it would go through, and like I'm telling you, literally, you can get 4 years of high school done in 1 year. 6 months, if you really knock it out, you could be done. You don't have to go for 8 hours a day. You don't have all this freaking homework to do. You do it, you get it done, and it's over. And I kept telling Junior that, just do it. Just get it done, and then you're done. And it took us a lot longer than it should have, but it's because it took me so long to find a program that worked for him.
Yeah, the lockdown really messed out a lot of the kids.
Yeah.
My kid's a hermit, so he actually thrived during lockdown. By the end of it, he wanted to see the teachers. He didn't care about the kids, but he loves the teachers, and so he still likes to. The lock screen on Evan's phone is his kindergarten teacher. It's a picture of him and his kindergarten teacher, and he has her phone number and it's under best teacher ever. She would come to his birthday parties and everything. She was a really good teacher. She was also my youngest sister's teacher when she went there. She was an excellent teacher.
Yeah, Junior didn't get to walk either. He did his schooling online, and they sent him his diploma in the mail. Which is fine. He's done with school. He graduated. He's got his diploma. That's all I wanted. Because I told him, I said, trying to get your GED is going to be a lot harder than just doing this online school. Because GED is like 4 years worth of high school in one test in one day. And you have to study for it. Just do the classes. It's going to be a lot easier. Like, they literally made this online school couldn't have been any easier. And for any kid to not be able to do this online school, I would be completely surprised. Because you don't have to have, what is it? You don't have to have a lot of, because a lot of people don't have the, what's it called? Attention span to sit in classes all day long. So this, you do a week's worth of your schooling in an hour. Like literally that's how it is. It's this little course, and it kind of you read through it, and it's like little passages, and it kind of explains stuff about you. Like when he did Washington State history, it was like it would tell you about Washington, about the tribal land and the natives and this and that, and then it goes into these questions. And then at the end of the 3 weeks is when you take the final. And you only have to take the final if you don't get, I think you have to get a B in the class or a certain percentage, and then you don't actually have to take the final. But if you don't get a B or above or something like that, then you have to take the final. But the final is just crazy easy questions. Like, what did you learn in this course? What in this course would you like to teach somebody else? Like, that's all the final was. What was your favorite thing that you learned? What is the one thing that you would like to teach somebody else that you learned in this course? Like, what are you hoping to get from, like, you know what I mean? Like, such simple stuff. Yeah, kids that don't have a lot of patience or a lot of yeah, I had a party for junior too. There, like, it wasn't as big as I would like for it to have been, but
So I know that a lot of people are relieved their kids don't have to carry around the you know, all the massive amounts of books for all the classes they take. But one of the problems that we're having is that they're not putting the information on the computer that is a set, okay, this is what the information is. This is what you need to read so that you can answer the questions that are going to be on the test, right? And there's no paper for them to go back to and look at. And so basically they have to remember, and my kid is just as ADHD as I am. And so he hears something and it goes out the door. And they have to, like, sometimes I have to read something 4 or 5 times before my brain can process it. And it's even like that with books I've read over and over and over and over. Sometimes I will read the same page in Harry Potter 5 million times and I don't know what I read. I've read the book 5 million times, but like,
you know what I had
sometimes my brain doesn't want to pay attention.
He has 2 computer screens. So we had a window open here and a window open here. You have the questions here. You read through the thing. You answer the questions here. Bam, it's done. You can do both at the same time.
Yeah.
So you don't have to remember. You don't have to read it and remember it and then answer the questions. He had the answers right here on this screen to answer the questions that are on this screen. It was so much easier. It was so much easier.
Well, they have laptops for school. That's where they have all their interaction with is on that laptop.
You can't do the split screen. You can't do the split screen. He has 2 computer screens. So he would open a window, put it up over here, open a window,
that's the advantage of that situation.
Yeah. So it was so much easier, especially for me to help him, because I didn't want to have to go back and reread everything to answer the questions. So I would tell him, just keep both screens up. So if you need, you know, to answer a question, it's there.
The reason I like the books, okay, I will learn something and I will have it down, and then if I'm not using it, I forget it.
That's right, Alex.
But I have my college books and I can go back and look at something in those books, and it goes through the process for me with an example. And that's how the textbooks work. Okay, this is your example. This is how this works out. Now, this is the problem that you have to do. You do the problem just the way we did it up here. So you do the problem, and then you can go to the back of the book, and then you can find that answer and make sure that you are correct. So a textbook is a really good way to study. It's a good way to repeat the process over and over and over, so your brain is actually using the process and you can learn it. Now, with no textbook, you don't have anything to look back on, and it's not on the computer, and you don't have the paper. So now what are you supposed to do in order to study so that you can pass the test? Because math is all about a step-by-step process, a formula. It's math. It's a step-by-step process to get an answer. And that the problem is there's no way for them to study in order for them to get it through their head how to do it. And math is the one thing that he struggles with.
Alex, if I would have known back then what I know now, I would have not put my son in kindergarten when I did. I would have waited another year to put him in kindergarten, because that's what my sister did with her son, because he was in an IEP and he went to a preschool. And so she had him do the preschool because they had like this state testing and stuff that he did. And they said he wasn't ready for elementary school. So my sister held him back a year before putting him into kindergarten. And the same thing happened with Junior. Is we went through all the testing where they did like all the testing stuff that they do, and he was behind, and they said he wasn't ready, and he was going to 2 different preschools. And I had not remembered about my sister holding my nephew back one more year before putting him into kindergarten. And if I would have remembered that, I would have waited one more year before I put Junior into kindergarten. And I don't know if that would have helped, because I don't even think textbooks would have helped. Common Core math is the problem. And teaching them math with sticks and circles and boxes does not help you learn math. And if you don't spend, I mean, they were doing algebra, pre-algebra in 2nd grade. I didn't even do that till middle school. So you're like, I am so strong with math and money and counting because I spent my entire elementary school years learning basic math: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, learning how to write checks, learning how to count money. Like,
yep.
Those are skills that you need to be strong in life. Like, that's one of the main things you need to have in life. Otherwise, people are going to be ripping you off left and right because you don't know how to add, you don't know how to subtract, you don't know how to count money. Like, my son could barely count money until he got this job, and people have been helping him to learn how to count money at work. And he's 20 years old, and he's just starting to understand how to count money.
We had worksheets that had pictures. This is what this is. This is the physicality of the number.
It's crazy.
This is how many of these make up another one of these. We were taught step by step. These are pennies. This is what a penny looks like. This is what a penny feels like. This is how you count pennies. This is a nickel. This is what a nickel looks like. This is what a nickel feels like. This is how you count them. You count them by 5s. And this, and then so on and so forth. We were taught the physicality of numbers. They're not taught the physicality of numbers. Like, this is a physical number right here. There is 1 and 2. But my kid wasn't taught 1 and 2. He was just taught, here, there's some things. But that's a problem because he needs to know numbers.
Yeah, and like counting back money.
Of the number.
I remember my friend posted something on
Debbie.
My friend posted something online, and it says, what is one thing, God, what was it? Something about one thing that is that is dying, or that you learned how to do that kids nowadays don't know how to do, and it's counting back change. Because even when I worked as a cashier years ago, even though the calculator or the register would tell me how much change to give them, I would still count it back to them. So I would give them 35 cents and say, here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, and count it back. People don't even know how to do that anymore. It's, how do you work with money and not know how to count back change? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Not only that, but there's a computer that tells you what exactly you need to give back right in front of you.
The registers did the same for me when I was a cashier. It told me exactly how much.
Yeah, but when we started out,
but I still
they
put the
didn't tell
change in their
us.
hand. I still put the change in their hand and said, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20. I still counted it back. Even though it said right on the screen, $5.35, I still counted back to them.
That's how you were trained to do it.
Because the register told me that the registers, since I started as a cashier, the registers would tell me exactly what to give them back, but I still counted back the change.
Yeah.
I didn't just give them a $5 bill and 35 cents. I counted back to them so that they knew what I was giving them was correct, even though I had them out in front of me. So the fact that calculators or cash registers tell people how much money to give back, that is no excuse for somebody not to know how to count change back.
I kind of wish that the teachers had been right when they had said, you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket all the time when you grow up. I kind of wish they had been right, because I feel like this is an inhibitor. This, having a phone that does all these things, is nice. It makes things so much easier, but it also makes things harder. Like the ability to count for yourself and subtract and multiply basic things for yourself. Doing math in your head is a skill that is no longer known. It's no longer taught because we always have a calculator.
Janet, I wish that too, because my son suffered in school because the majority of people were doing fine and they just forget about the kids that struggle. It's BS.
They just pass them along until it's too late. Facts, Alexandria.
For sure. They're going to struggle.
I mean,
I
spent half of my time trying to figure out who left me in charge, but I know how to count. And I know math, and I know how to count change, and I know how to count money, and I know how to do certain things that will get me by, whether I have something to tell me how to do it or not.
Right? They should have that. They should have home economics. They should have, because I understand education is important. I understand that. And when teachers come at me, I'm like, look, I understand that education is important, but so is knowing how to balance a checkbook. So is knowing how to cook. So is knowing how to do laundry. So is learning how to sew a button on a shirt, how to iron. Like, these are things that you need to know how to do in life. Not everybody is going to need to know how to do algebra and geometry in whatever career path they choose. Not all kids are going to go to college. If your kid goes to college, great on them. Great for them. If they're not prepared for a 4-year university, that's what a community college is supposed to be for. And some people wanted to tell me BS stories that the reason they do Common Core is because kids that were going to college weren't prepared for college. Well, then they should have gone to a 2-year. They should have gone to a 2-year community college to hone up on their skills to be ready for a 4-year college. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me why you would change math with working. Because I have way better math skills than a lot of the kids here. So if Common Core is the answer to having kids prepared for college, I call BS, because I'm better at math than a lot of probably college students are.
Janet, those were like my 2 favorite classes in middle school. So I went to Everest when I was studying medical billing. And
yes, Janet,
they have basic math in the first section of the course. And a lot of those people could not do basic math. And I was having to explain fractions and like multiplication and division and like stuff you learn in like elementary school. Now, not everybody's going to be an expert at like fractions, or percentages or anything like that. But to not understand how to do like multiplication and division, like the process of it, the way to get the answer, that's seems like an issue. And I wasn't going to school with kids. These were adults. I mean, they were young adults, but they're adults. Kids aren't prepared for any of it.
I didn't have anybody teach me how to cook. I took home ec a little bit when I was younger. So, I mean, I kind of had the basics, but I mean, I kind of taught myself. My ex-husband was always telling me that Junior was going to struggle. Like, read directions. Like, if you can read directions, you should be able to learn. But you want to know what Common Core math? Like, do you guys all know what it is? This is what Common Core math is.
Carla, depending on who you ask, I can't cook either. So,
see this is Common Core math. These are the hundreds, these are the singles, and then squares, and like it's the stupidest BS I've ever seen in my entire life. And then like for addition, they would do this, and I couldn't figure out what the hell. 25 plus 30. My pen's running out of ink. So they would have like 25 plus 30, and then you use this square right here to figure out what the answer is. So you'd put 2 plus 3 in this square, and then the other 2 numbers up here. And then I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what? It's like 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. The answer is 55. So what the hell's all this? Like, I literally got it done in 2 seconds. What?
You have a circus, but you put all new animals in it, and we're all confused.
It's so confusing.
Where did the monkeys go? I know about the monkeys.
Mine fly. And I know math. And that stuff was confusing the hell out of me. So I can't even imagine how confusing it was to Junior. Poor kid. I'm so
Common Core started when my 30-year-old sister was in school. When she was in elementary school.
I can't remember when Common Core started. I think it started when Junior was in elementary school. So he's 20. So I think it started probably...
It started before that.
20 years
because my sister Tori had to do it.
Yeah, so it's been a long time. Yes, Alex.
Renee, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I used to do medical billing. And I just stay at home with I was staying home with my son and raising him, and then he started going to school, and now I do YouTube. I mean, I could go back and do medical billing, but yeah. I'll take care of all the medical stuff
on
first.
the other page. Oh. Debbie, I see it now.
Oh, cheese and rice.
I know the math on the other page.
Maybe you can tell me. When they yanked out all my teeth, they decided they were going to bill my dental, and then they also decided they were going to bill the exact same stuff to my medical.
I don't know, Janet. I couldn't tell you. I don't know if they understand math this way. It's supposedly it's supposed to be a way to break it down so that you understand algebra better, so that you're better prepared.
It didn't help Evan
when you get to college, so that you're ready for college level math.
Yes.
Is how it was explained to me, that having the circles and the squares and the sticks breaks it down to try and help them understand pre-algebra and algebra better, so that once they get to college, it's easier for them to do like what's the higher math?
Algebra,
trigonometry.
geometry,
It's supposed to help them
trigonometry,
understand,
and then you go into like statistics, which I failed miserably. When I dropped out of college, I was taking statistics, I was taking philosophy,
yes,
psychology, and sign language.
I didn't go to college, and I'm making a fine living without having a college education.
So so they billed my dental and my medical at the same exact time. They also left me for 3 hours with no medications because they lost my chart. That was not a fun day. They literally held my face down and was like yanking my teeth out. I was just no. I told them, I was like, look, I have a fear of dentists. We did not get this bad with my teeth because I absolutely love you and want to see you every day. I have a fear of dental work. I can't. Like, I knocked my 2 front teeth out when I was 21 in a car accident. I smacked my face into a steering wheel and literally bit the steering wheel and ripped my teeth out. And then like a month after that, they were like, oh, well, I know we sewed up your gums, but we actually have to cut them back open because like we left teeth fragments in there. And I was just like, you better knock me out. They put me under for that. And I woke up and I told my mama that I need to get my sea legs back. And she said, baby doll, no, you got to get your land legs back first. Yeah, they build them at the exact same time. There has been nothing but bad come out of that particular dental place. If Renee told me that she had made an appointment and she was excited about going to that dentist, I would lock her up. I would not let her go to that dentist. I would tell her to go to a different dentist. Any other dentist. Not that one.
I used to have fear of dentists because when I was little, I can remember going to the dentist and I had to get the x-rays, and they were trying to put that thing in my mouth and I kept gagging and I got scared and I was crying, and the dentist was like a super a-hole to me. And so from then on, I've always been terrified. So every time I went to the dentist and they would do the x-rays, I would start crying. And that was up until, I want to say, the last 7 to 10 years. And I went in one day and I had to get x-rays done, and I was sitting in the chair and she put the thing on and I started crying, and she's like, what's wrong? And I said, I'm just nervous. And I was explaining to her what happened, and she's like, I'm sorry that happened to you. She's like, when I put the x-ray square in your mouth, she said, breathe through your nose. Just breathe through your nose. And I did that and it helped. And now I have no issues with the dentist at all. And I've not had any bad experiences with the dental office that I go to ever. And even my ex-husband started going when we were married. His dental that he had was way more expensive than mine. And I only had to pay like $20 a month or $40 a month for him to be on my dental. And he was terrified of the dentist, never wanted to go to the dentist. And as soon as he went to the dental office that we have, which is kind of like Kaiser, where you have, if you go there, it's cheaper because you have to use the dentists that are there. But he had the best experience he had ever had in his entire life. And he enjoyed them so much. So
when we were little, my mom couldn't afford the Novocaine shots. So we would get teeth pulled. We didn't have our faces weren't numbed. We just got them pulled, and so that wasn't a good start to dealing with dentists. And then I had a dentist when Shan and I first got married that pulled one of my teeth, and she didn't numb me. She just yanked it out. She broke it and then like dug the pieces out. And so I just not good with mouth teeth. No, bad. Janet, are you trying to figure out how old I am? My accident was in 1999. I was 21. And I think I am 46. Ugh, those x-ray plates sucked ass.
Yeah, but now I can handle them like a champ. All because of that little, if somebody would have told me that years and years ago, it would have made such a difference. If I would have known all I had to do was breathe through my nose and I would not gag or feel uncomfortable, I would have never had problems with dentists after that.
So, Jamie, I'm on disability as well. And what I did was I got a Medicare Advantage plan, and they gave me dental. And vision. I don't know why you pay for Medicare and then you get Medicare, and they don't pay for things like teeth and glasses, things that senior citizens are going to need. Like, what did I pay you for?
It's crazy. Just crazy. The whole system is jacked up.
They also pay for my gym membership. Otherwise, I would not have a gym membership. Yeah, the Medicare sucks.
That's what I like about my dental is, so it's like Kaiser. So
Jamie, with that, if you're going to have something done, have half of it done at the end of the year, and then right at the beginning of the next year, have the rest of it done. Also, they paid for my teeth getting pulled, but I actually paid for my dentures with a Bass Pro Shop credit card. The credit card I paid for my dentures with is got a big fish on it. It's awesome.
I don't understand that. What's the dental point in having the medical if you have to pay? Like, I just don't get it.
Yeah, so the dental insurance a lot of the times is really bad. They only pay for up to, like, good ones. Usually the better ones will only pay up to $1,500 for the whole year. And then you're stuck with whatever, dental stuff is really expensive. So you're stuck with either getting a little bit done and then waiting, and then getting a little bit done and then waiting, or you end up paying out of pocket a bunch of money. Now, with the Advantage plans for Medicare, it's even worse. I'm pretty sure you told me about your dental. Your dental's awesome.
Because I'm with Willamette, and Willamette is like group health.
Yeah.
Or Kaiser. So we have two different dental plans at my work. And you have one where you can pick any kind of dentist you want, or you can go with Willamette, and then you have to use whatever dentist they have. But the perk to Willamette is if you don't go with Willamette, like my ex-husband. He got all of his teeth pulled, got his dentures and everything. And I want to say we maybe spent $500 on everything. And it was broke up in the appointments. So when he went to the first appointment, they were going to pull the teeth. So he only had to pay $50 for copay for that visit. And then the next time he went in there, he had a $75 copay. And then the next, so it was like broken up. So the whole $500 wasn't put out at once. It was broken up into his appointment.
Little. Carla, if my my husband's grandmother actually got her droopy eyelids fixed because it was interfering with her ability to see because it was drooping too far over her eye, and Medicare paid for it. Oh, I'm like, who's where what? It's your IG. My brain farted.
Maybe have a doctor that's willing to say that yeah, you can get cosmetic surgery covered as long as it's medically necessary.
They did a septoplasty on my nose, but at the same time, they straightened it out a little bit. They figured they were already there. They might as well, help me out. My place of cosmetic and its name is.
I haven't tried it yet.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Oh, no.
What is that?
Fire.
What did he just do to you?
He said, "Do you want a sip of this candied apple rum?" And it smelled good and it sounded good. It did not taste good. I took a tiny little sip and now I'm just oh, flame on. I'm Hades. Whew.
Oh, really? So, okay. You have to have 3 doctors say it before they'll do it.
I'm on fire and I have the shivers at the same time. This is not fun. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, it seems like I see Invisalign everywhere now. Everybody wants to get Invisalign.
I gotta get Evan some braces.
I should probably think about getting ready to go to bed.
I don't normally drink, Carla. If I would have drank whatever he had in that, there was like this much in that cup. If I would have drank all of that, whew, I would feel it. Blue Cross Cosmetics. Yeah, Medicare, I think, is a little bit different. He gave it to me to try. He said, I didn't even try any yet. Thanks. So I'm your guinea pig.
Yeah, I gotta get up. I have to get up and grab Junior from work at 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah. So, I should probably go spend some time with the husband and
schedule.
Oh man. Tonight's a late night. I have to stay up till 10. I'm so used to going to bed at 9 o'clock on weekends. It's Friday night and Saturday night. It's 10 because Evan goes to bed. I mean,
You're freezing up. I wish I had those 3 palettes, Debbie. I bet they're going to be so pretty. I can't wait to see them. I'll try to be at your live. What time? What time is the reveal? Tish froze. She froze. Have a good night, Alex. Have a good weekend. You can promote yourself anytime you want. I wonder if she can just come back in with me here. That crow palette looks super cool. Your internet went out? All right, well, I think I'm going to go too because I got to get some sleep. Well, I'm excited to see it. I'll try and be there. Okay. Yeah, congratulations.
there we go.
There you are.
Yeah, my internet's being wonky. But I just wanted to get back in so I can say goodbye because apparently my internet's telling me it's time to go.
Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations.
Congratulations
to
to Kia and Kim.
And thanks for hanging out, guys.
What time are you going live tomorrow? Do you know, Deb? Did you say?
Love you too. I don't know.
She said she's going to live tomorrow.
What time?
No, Debbie. Seriously.
Oh, time to be determined. She doesn't know.
Okay.
She has to wait for them to do their reveal.
Okay. Well, then we're going to be watching.
Yeah.
I will be watching my phone.
If I'm not at work, I'll be there.
Even if I'm at the gym, I'll watch.
Yeah, if I'm on my lunch break, I'll put my headphones in and I can watch while I'm on lunch.
Well, thank you everybody for coming to celebrate not just my 4 years on YouTube, but for 500 people. Like, I'm surprised even half of you are here. Like, I started my channel, I was thinking, nobody's going to give a crap about what you're saying, what you're doing. You can't even do makeup. So the fact that there are 500 people who have hit subscribe, I'm just like, woohoo.
You need to give yourself more credit.
I started out and I was barely able to get my eyeliner and mascara to stay on all day. Like
And
I
look
would
how far
kick it
you've
off.
come. And look how
So
far you've come. Now
my idea of slapping a full face of makeup on was like, hey, check it out. I got brown and pink eyeshadow on. 1,000, here we come.
Yep.
Oh, that
Let's
just
do
gave me
it.
a panic attack.
Let's get her there. Let's get her there.
Slowly but surely, we're getting there.
Yeah. It took me a while. But
Well,
all right,
it didn't
guys,
help that I wasn't consistent. So
that helped
we're
a
consistent
lot.
now, and we're going to get there.
Consistency, end screen, and putting your cards in and your hashtags. If you do all of those things, I guarantee it'll help.
Yep.
It really will.
Jandy, you're next.
And then promoting yourself on Instagram and your community tab and Facebook, pushing yourself out there. Like,
That's the part I got to get into next. Promoting on Instagram and community posts and stuff.
if you do it in your stories, you can put the link. So once your video goes live, take your picture. Your thumbnail. Put your thumbnail in your story and then go into the things where you can pick links, and you take the link from your video on YouTube and put it in the links. And that way, when it's on your story and people see it, they can click on the link and it'll take them to the video on your channel to watch it.
You're probably going to have to tell me that like 500 more times. My brain is not going to. The ADHD is strong.
I'll show you how to do it. All right, I got to go, guys. I need to get some sleep.
Yep, I'm going to go spend some time with the husband and then crash. Love you.
Have a good night. Congratulations. Oh, yeah, let's do it. Wait a minute. Where are they? There they are. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. All right. I'm going to go too. I will talk to all you guys later. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. This was a lot of fun. I will catch you all later. Love you. Bye.